Hey guys, today we're going to be looking through a game called Dungeons of Dredmor. It's a bit like a tabletop RPG like Dungeons & Dragons, which you may have guessed from the name of it. It's a small indie game that was made in July of this year, and without any sales, it's at this time $5 on Steam, which is great. I got it in a pack called the Super Indie Bundle, which came with 10 relatively popular indie games for $20. So if you happen to be seeing this before the end of this sale, I suggest buying that because it also includes a bunch of really other awesome games. But focusing back on this game, I'm going to start a new character for you so that you can see the general idea of gameplay from the beginning. There are 3 main difficulties. I'm going to stay on medium just because even medium is pretty difficult depending on the skill of the player. And then I'm going to leave permadeath checked. It's exactly what you would expect. Your character dies after you die the first time, so there's no getting it back. You only get one chance, which is cool because that's exactly what it's like in most major tabletop RPGs. So now you proceed to the list of skills. There are, from eyeballing it, 33 skills here, and there are things such as swords, axes, maces, staves, archery, etc. There's some pretty special ones in there, or maybe not necessarily special, but interesting ones, such as Mathemagic, Arithmancers of the Universe Unite. So, I'm going to create a relatively generic character at the moment. There we go. So I chose Swords, Archery, Berserker Rage, Shield Bearer, Perception, Burglary, and Assassination. So, character is named. You can choose between a boy or a girl, but I obviously chose boy. And if you'll notice the massive eyebrows that your character has, I like to mention it just because they make so many just stupid references in this game, and that's one thing you'll notice once you start playing this game, if you get the chance to, is that there are so many just sarcastic, stupid little jokes in this game that it's not even funny. And, well, actually, it's very funny. I can easily say that I have spent the better portion of my time playing this game simply paused, sitting there laughing, because some of the, not only the references that they make in this game, but just the whole, oh god, the whole general idea of this game is just so funny. To tell you the truth, I'm surprised I lived through that. Those aren't usually seen for quite a while. Anyway, if you press I, you'll open up your character, your inventory, and you press C for your character interface. Here is a field of spaces where you can place all of the items you can wear at once. There's a thing over here for resistances, which I'll explain a little more detailed later. Down here is your major group of skills. And then next to it you have your main 6 skills. The main 6 skills affect a bunch of these major skills at once over here. So there's a bunch of them, and I'm not going to take the time to list them off just because there's so many of them. Let's see, what else? Yes, when you walk, it resembles a turn in RPGs, or as in tabletop RPGs. And as you would expect if you are familiar with things such as Dungeons & Dragons, you will alternate turns with the NPCs of the game. So, depending on whether or not you like that, it can be really entertaining. So, there's a small monster here called a Diggle. Diggles are very, very common annoying duck things that drill through walls and squeal. There's not much more to them than that, except for the fact that they hate you, they are not loved by anything, and, I don't know, they're ugly and strange. I hope you have a terrible day. That's what that one just said to me. It's breaking my heart. I have a bad feeling about this. Well, no duh. and I have died from a diggle. Congratulations, you have died. That shows you that you're probably going to die a lot in this game, and that's something that you should expect. Along with dying, you get this fancy little headstone, and you get your quote, your name, your description, what you were killed by, what level you were killed on, and your score. Then you have a list, which I should probably be embarrassed of. So let me load my better character, who I've spent probably at least an hour on. I chose Swords, Shield Bearer, Berserker Rage, Master of Arms, Golemancy, Perception, and Assassination as my skills on this one. I haven't gotten a lot to deal with some of the different skills, but for the most part it's really fun. I really enjoy this game, specifically for the skills and the diversity in what you can choose. Down here you have your money. They're called Zorknids, I believe. And you gain a lot of them simply from killing those stupid duck things, along with bosses you can fight after getting side quests, things like that. Just to show a little idea of what you can get, the incentive for playing more, here's an idea of the things that I have in my inventory at the moment, or my character menu, rather. And as you can see, I've built up some resistances. These are all given to me by different parts of my armor, and it's quite nice not dying all the time. So, oh, here we go. There we go. So as you can see, I'm a much stronger person in this character. I'm using some pretty nice equipment, and I feel pretty lucky to have found some of it. So I'm just gonna kill off this little army, if you will. And I think I need to start wrapping up this video, but I'd like to give the idea again that this is such a good deal for $5, something that I've already spent 5 hours in a day and a half is it's pretty good in my opinion. So let me know what you think about the game, if any of you have it, if any of you would like to have it. Please leave comments, likes, rate, subscribe, do whatever you'd like that would help out the channel. And let me know if you'd like to see more of my specific videos, if you don't want to see any of my videos, if you'd like me to review anything specific, etc. I'm Daniel, and I hope to see you guys again next time.